Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Trek 25th Anniversary. In the last video, we saw that somebody had an infection and we needed to go up into the mountains and the berries, and we countered what did some what looked like Klingons, but were actually organic constructs, which may explain why the acolytes saw demons that were attacking them. Before we go down, I forgot to have Spock scan some of these things, because he talks about some of the things here.
The Branzite pod is similar to Terran milkweed, except that the silk pods are in bright iridescent colors. Doctus cattails are similar to their Terran namesake, except that they are known to cause hives if in contact with flesh for any amount of time. Kytelian tulips are a perennial flower that survive in almost any climate. Nothing to report, Captain.
I think that's it. So. Show this to Brother Stephen.
Good! You have found the berries. Bring them to my lab, quickly.
I'm guessing this is his lab up here, since it's the only other building that you could access here.
A majestic view of Mount Idle can be seen through the skylight. Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double burners. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running. A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner. Ensign Everts finds himself fascinated by the acolytes and their planet. Captain Kirk wonders what is going to happen on this mission. Dr. McCoy is glad that he is in a warm, heated room. Mr. Spock finds the scientific equipment in this room to be rather primitive.
This study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
This place looks real comfortable. Place to combine work, contemplation. Man's got an eye for the beauty of useful things, and for the use of beautiful things. I think we could get along fine.
It's kind of prolific.
Well, what happens next? I wonder if any of this stuff might be useful.
I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our God often surprises us.
Residue of several different compounds are in the tubes. None of the compounds would explain the sightings. A vintage 8012-86 of the mid-21st century. It is a fine museum piece. Fascinating, Captain. It is an Ardak 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order. I read a collection of small items of no evident value. I would characterize this as a small museum display, Captain.
The settings on the Ardak 4 have already been adjusted. Simply place the berry in the machine and the hypoditoxin will be synthesized.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
Guess this is it. Let's take a look. I don't want to get in the wrong stuff.
A flask of hypoditoxin processed from the berries of this planet.
Thank you. You're most kind.
I'll scan him and see if he's been cured.
This man has recently suffered a nasty but non-life-threatening wound. The damage has been adequately cared for. The man's vital effects are attributable to shock and stress. You know, Jim, they can take a captain out of a starship and a science officer out of his lab, but you can never retire a doctor.
Not the good ones, that's for sure. My mom wanted me to become a doctor. Honest. But I hated my biology classes.
So did I, but I became one anyway.
That is not logical, Doctor.
Neither was some of my professors.
Brother Kandre was, or is, my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary prayer seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them. A bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
Uses their own mind to take their fears and use them as adversaries.
I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandre. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
I am Brother Stephen, an Ignatiate following the holy teachings with mind and soul alike. I believe the anomalous mineral readings in combination with evidence of ancient disturbances in this otherwise highly stable geologic location indicates previous habitation of the region eons ago.
Why, Spock, you two should get along fine. He sounds just like you.
I would be equally honored to discuss medicine with you, Doctor, as science with your Vulcan associate. Let me continue. I believe our God made humans, aliens, and demons all. If I could get a real demon into my study, I would bless our God for the opportunity, as I thank him for everything in this life.
You tread close to unholy knowledge, Brother Stephen.
I appreciate your prayers, Brother Roberts. Captain, if you and your people go up the mountain, I hope afterward you will visit me in my study, which is next door. I'm too old to make the trek myself, but I'm eager for knowledge. In return, I will offer you what insights our God grants these old eyes.
It's time to go investigate what's in that cave that we saw up there. If I keep pushing, sometimes it looks like they're roller skating or something. We have to make them do a little jig.
A pulsing red light is set in the structure above the door.
Interesting door right there.
A large metallic door is set in the structure. A large pile of rubble blocks what appears to be a large metallic structure. A huge boulder sits upon a large pile of rubble. You notice what appears to be a man's arm sticking out from the rubble. Commander Spock, curious about what lies ahead. Dr. Leonard McCoy, glad that the cave provides some shelter from the breeze. James T. Kirk, captain of the Enterprise. Ensign Everett's wary of more ambushes.
Saw an arm there, so maybe you could scan.
I'm picking up weak vital signs. If we don't dig him out soon, we're going to lose him.
Real quick, I just want to save.
Save new game. Replace, delete previous game. Cancel. Save, replace previous.
The one that looks loose, I'm pretty sure there's nothing to worry about. Let's go.
Assume firing
first.
positions.
He's dead, Jim.
And there's one of the traditional things where in tarot missions, sometimes you can find different ways to have your red shirt die. But that lowers your score, so I'm going to load the game I saved. We need to shoot this one first.
Assume firing positions.
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well. It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
No sign of demons, Klingons, or other hostiles, Captain. I promise, I'll let you know the instant something appears.
Don't be too anxious, Ensign. We may want to talk with them. A gateway to an alien race. The wonders of the galaxy are endless, aren't they, Mr. Spock?
Indeed, Captain.
They can also be damn cold.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
Jim, the next time you need medical help on a snowball,
Bones.
I'll probably end up coming along. This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well.
Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of. It appears to be a security lock designed to open the door when the correct handprint is registered.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
I'm going to say real quick, and if you use this icon and click on somebody from the party, you could actually have them do certain things.
I think I was shocked, sir. That was definitely a mild shock. Ouch! That hurt!
Oh.
He's dead, Jim.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious he was dead. You only see a few little bit of ashes left there. So that's another way you could kill Redger in this mission. Maybe this hand could do something.
The fit is perfect, but something seems to be shorting out.
Maybe Brother Steven may have some analysis he could do with that.
What a fascinating piece of equipment. Highly advanced technology. You see here, it seems to have been damaged, however. Take it to my workbench and let's see if it can be repaired. I fear my hands are too shaky to perform such fine work, but perhaps one of you can do it.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do about that hand.
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
I think I'm gonna call this a Let's Play right now, so...
Save new game. Replace previous...
I will see you in the next video.